Hello guys, Padre again here, and welcome back to another video where we're gonna see football x anime, the two of them combined, two of my favorite things. And okay, this is a post by BR Football, Bleacher Report Football, where they combine anime and football with some stars and some famous clubs, working famous characters like Luffy. Actually, I haven't seen all of them. I just saved them so that I could make this video. Let's rate them out of, let's say 10. I mean, it could be fun. Why not? And first off, we have Raphinha of Barcelona right there with one of the most famous characters, Luffy, of course. And out of 10, this is really good. Okay, I'm not gonna rate it by the design of Barca, because usually the design for Barca is kind of the Blaugrana colors, like vertical. So I'm not gonna judge it by that. I'm just gonna judge it how they will look. I think they try to take this year's kits, because this year I think Barcelona have the logo in the middle, and then put the character. So out of 10, I think this is a good start. Let's rate it a 9 out of 10 maybe. And let's move on to the other one. So I really like this. The colors I think fit Luffy too. There's a One Piece logo there too. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, we have Haaland of Manchester City, and I think this is better. Okay, actually, the white and blue with okay, then we had Luffy. Now we have Gojo of Jujutsu Kaisen. I seen all the famous kind of anime. If there are some characters I don't know there, I will need your help. Tell me in the comments who it is. But I really like this. So even if I'm not okay, if I'm not a Manchester City fan, this is really good. I really like it with Gojo and the letters down there. And okay, if I gave 9 or 8 to Luffy, I don't remember. We'll see later. Okay, I'll give this more. I give it a 10 out of 10. So this is gonna be our 10. Why not? And then judge the others by this one. Okay, really cool black and white for Mbappe and Sasuke in there from Naruto. Amazing. I really like this too. I'm gonna rate this a 10 too. The logo of Naruto there too, and I really like it. Okay, it's a black and white. I really like when it's these colors, like the blue and white earlier and now the black and white. For Mbappe and Real, Adidas jersey, and Sasuke from Naruto. They are amazing kit. It fits Mbappe really, and I really like it too. Okay, let's say this is a 10 too. I think I'm gonna rate this all 8, no 9 and 10s. Okay, to be honest, I mean, they really did a good job there. I don't know how they chose the clubs for the characters, but so far I think they did good. Why not? Okay, we move on to a massive anime fan. He does all celebrations of anime. I don't think he did an Attack on Titan one. He definitely did Dragon Ball, Naruto, things like that. This is Attack on Titan. This is Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan on the Tottenham jersey. Really good, not as good as the other ones. Maybe I'll give this an 8 or a 7. Let's give this a 7 so that we have variety. It doesn't really, I mean, earlier Mbappe's I think was more cool than this one. This is just okay. It's really good too, but not as the other ones, to be honest. So let's give this a 7 for Solanke. Even if I really like him as a player and he loves anime, let's give this a 7. They could have done, I think, better in this one. Okay, Dragon Ball, Vegeta, and Rich James for Chelsea. Okay, really cool how they merged this into the shirt. Dragon Ball Z design on the sleeve, but I still don't really like it that like the other ones. I mean, this kind of faded style, I don't really like it. So maybe I'll give it a 7 too. And the picture is too big for me. I mean, if it was more minimalistic, it would be better. But okay, I'll give this a 7 too. 7 again for Chelsea's Rich James and Vegeta. Even if Dragon Ball is one of my favorite. Okay, let's move on to Arsenal. I'm a fan of Arsenal. This is Bukayo Saka, and the main character of Attack on Titan, I think it's called Edward. I've seen some episodes, but back in like 7 or 8 years. Full Metal Alchemist. I know the anime. I think it's called Edward, the main character. I haven't seen it in a while. Okay, it looks good that it's white. It's not that bad as the two ones we saw before. That weren't bad. I'm not saying bad as like they were awful, but I think it kind of looks better than those. So I'll give this an 8 or 9. So I think I'll give this an 8. Okay, still a pretty big picture. Could be smaller, but I really like the lightning go out, and it's pretty good on Saka. Okay, move on to Turam and Inter, and I don't know who that is. Okay, it's from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but I only know Jotaro, maybe Joseph, the other character. I think is maybe Joseph, I don't know. Okay, Inter Milan has their famous blue and black shirts. This is fitting into that. It's not that bad. Okay, I like it now that I see it again. I mean the stripes and all. Let's give it an 8 out of 10. I really like the colors. Why not? And let's move on to PSG women's team. And sorry about that to the women's PSG team. I only see it now, and I don't really know who that. I don't know if that's Geyoro. Is that Geyoro? I know him from Ultimate Team. If that's her. If not, I don't know her. I don't think it's her, to be honest. Okay, PSG, that's from Dan, and I think the main character is Momo. I've only seen the first episode. I'm trying to catch up to it. Okay, but it really looks good. I'll give this a 10, to be honest. I mean, the red, the blue, and the white goes really good. And it's a pretty good one. Why not? Let's give this a 10 also. That's the third 10 I gave. Okay. For Dan and PSG here. And we want to Liverpool, this gold and red kid, and Konate, who is a massive anime fan, with Ichigo from Bleach. Okay, this is really cool, but I don't think it's a 10, just like the other ones. Let's give this a 9. That is for a 9 and something, 9.5 maybe, but I'll give this a 9. It looks pretty good on Konate. The gold, I really like the gold one, but it's still pretty big. That's what baffles me when I give lower ratings. Could be smaller piece, a smaller picture of Ichigo, and be better. Okay, let's give this a 9 and move on to the other one. Griezmann and the Chainsaw Man main character. I don't remember him. So let's. Okay, I'm just gonna Google it. Chainsaw Man main character. I haven't seen Chainsaw Man, even though I know that's Denji. Yes. Okay, he's famous. I should have known. And Griezmann, I think, is an anime fan, or maybe a pop culture fan. He plays a lot of games. Okay, that's better because you see that the Chainsaw Man in the back, it's blue, and Denji in the front, it's red. I really like it. I'll give this a 10 too. Griezmann, I mean, it's really good blending the two colors in with these characters. So let's move on to the other one. We have Lyon's women's team. And to be honest, I think that's from My Hero Academia. Is her name Mirko? The character. I don't know the player. Sorry about that, from the women's Lyon's team. Maybe when I see her name, maybe. Okay, let's search Lyon women's team player. If I find her in the first one, or then I'm not. Okay, I think that's Mirko. And that's Lindsay Horan. I think that's her, okay. And that's a really good too, because only the stripe in the middle. I'll give this a 10 too. Why not? The blue and red, it fits really well, merging with anime characters. And let's move on to Juventus and Tanjiro. Looks really good. Adidas and the Juventus logo with the gold. Tanjiro, black and white. Just like Mbappe and Real Madrid. That looks good. Why not? Okay, let's give this a 10 too. Demon Slayer on the sleeve. And looks pretty good to me. Okay, let's give this a 10 too. We move on to Florian Wirtz. And I think that's Ryuk. Ryuk, that's what he's called from Death Note. I've seen it like many years ago. And I've seen that bad movie from Netflix too. In 2017, 2018. It's been 7 or 8 years since then. Okay, Florian Wirtz, the black and red one, it's a pretty big character to be honest. So I'll give this a 7. I really don't like it a lot. I mean, this design. I really like Florian Wirtz to be honest as a player. So okay, I'll give it a 7. So we have 7, 8, 9, and 10 so far. I think we've seen like, okay, that's really good. Yugi and Lukaku and Napoli. Okay, that's a 10 for sure. Look at that. I really like it. The faded one in the back, in the front, the logos, everything. That's pretty good. The blue and white. Okay, that's perfect for me. 10 out of 10 for that too. And Lukaku. Okay, a Pokemon one. Team Rocket, Manchester United. Meowth, Jesse, and James there with the Pokemon on the sleeve of Bruno Fernandes. Okay, I'll give this a 10 out of 10 too. It doesn't look as good as the other ones, but okay, that's because of the Pokemon. how they look, that's pretty good. Okay, I'll take that. That's a 10 out of 10 for me too. I've been given a lot of 10 out of 10. So sorry about that. Okay, Borussia Dortmund, who just had a collab with One Piece. I think that's how this thing turned up. I mean, anime, ex-football. Okay, pretty good. It could have been better. They should have put One Piece on Borussia Dortmund. I mean, they had the collab and everything. That's Kurapika from Hunter x Hunter, if I'm not mistaken. I really don't like it that much. A big character. Don't like the design very much. I'll give this an 8. Why not? Okay, I really don't know what the anime is, to be honest. But it's Bayern. I like it. I like the other stuff on the shirt, not the character that blends in like somewhere here. I'll give this 7. Okay, I really like the others. I know Musiala, I don't know the character, so tell me in the comments. So far, I think I've done pretty good with the anime characters. I only don't know this one, and the JoJo I'm not sure about, but I'm not sure about this one. I don't know that at all. Okay, let's move on to, I think that's the legendary player from the women's Brazil team. How is she called? Marta? Yes, Marta. She's plays for Orlando now, and I think that's Freeren, the character. Okay, looks good, not that crazy good. I'll give it an 8. Still pretty good. Okay, they put girls on women. I think that's Freeren, something like that. I don't know from which anime is it. Okay, that's pretty good. I'll give this an 8. Let's move on to the next one. We have CR7 and One Punch Man here. Okay, we're gonna add, if that's CR7, I guess it's gonna be Messi next. CR7, One Punch Man. I'll give this a 10 out of 10. Surely the yellow and blue and the background and everything. CR7, they are One Punch Man. I really like this. That is not taking all the shirt in the front. It's pretty good. Okay, 10 out of 10, and my guess is gonna be Messi next. Yes, it's Messi, and it's a guy from Mob Psycho. Okay, is he called like something Sigeo something? I've seen like one episode. I haven't seen it. It's on Netflix. I should have catch up to it. I think that's how he's called. Inter Miami pink. So they really had to deliver there with the pink jersey. It looks good, but not that good. I mean, it's cool that his hand and then the design. So I'll give this maybe Okay, an 8 or a 9. It's kind of an 8.5. Let's give this an 8. No, let's give this a 9. Okay. So 9 for Messi, and that is how we end the video. Some pretty awesome designs. Okay, my favorite one I think is Napoli. Look at that, I really nailed that one. Okay, Napoli. I think PSG is really cool, but not as good as Napoli. And I think it's the blue and white shirts that I really like. And this Gojo one with Haaland is really cool. And Luffy now that I see it again. But this is how Football X Anime happened again for Bleacher Report Football. You can find them. They are pretty famous page, and I will put credits in the description for that. So this is how Football X Anime is. I hope you liked the video. I really did. Tell me your ratings in the comments, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.